Every year in the UK, 1.8 billion people travel by rail, and every day millions of passengers' journeys start, end, or pass through the stations of National Rail. Am I the only person that thinks the cost of public transport here in Britain is absolutely criminal? I pay £4,820, which is an unwarranted amount for an annual season ticket, one of the most expensive commuter train lines per mile in the world. And that's the cheapest option I have for a yearly ticket. And I'm only halfway at the track. You travel the whole length of the track, it's closer to £8,000 a year. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to use my season ticket as the example, as it's really more appropriate for me to comment on. So, let me put my season ticket into perspective. The median average earnings for someone that works in London is £40,000. After tax, it takes you closer to £30,000, and that £4,820 is over 15% of the average person's take-home salary. And to be quite frank, when I started working in London, I was on half the London average wage. More than a third of my salary is spent on a train fare. So, to put this into a little bit more perspective, for the cost of an annual season ticket, you could buy an Audi each year. And for the cost of a monthly ticket, I could go on an all-inclusive holiday to the majority of Europe. For the cost of a single day return, I could fly to Moscow for £10 cheaper. With the uncertainty of the pandemic, lots of people are opting for something that the rail companies conjured up called a flexi ticket, which might sound like a good option, but when you do the maths, the majority of the time you're probably better off getting a weekly or monthly. It's just another way for the rail system to scam you. And when I say scam you, I don't mean that lightly. Apart from maybe your local corner shop, I can't imagine any other sector in the industry going to such extreme measures to hang a 12-foot banner saying you must pay for your product. I can only imagine how much they've spent on this scaremongering advertisement to try and deter people from avoiding paying for the outrageous ticket prices. And you think maybe for that price you'd get a decent service. But that's far from the case. Constant delays, unhelpful staff, and even despite saying they clean the trains on a more regular basis during the pandemic, that's far from what I experienced. You give them a tap and there's a decade of dust that's flung into the air, which is quite surprising as these trains are only a few years old. But I could probably spend the whole video complaining about the state of the trains. And what would be the point in that, as what really can the layperson do? It's not as if magically the world would stop needing to commute into London.
That you should work from home if you can, and only go to work if you must. Control the virus, go to work. Sit in the sun, stay alert. Control the virus, go to work. Sit in the sun, stay alert. Control the virus, go to work. Sit in the sun, stay alert. We have a route and we have a plan. Work from home if you can.
March 2020, the government instructed everyone to work from home if they could. And as I'm one of these ITs, have you turned it off and on again engineers, we literally created the remote solution. And it worked so well, we didn't go back into London for 18 months, so I did save a small fortune. So I can say with confidence that figuratively and literally, the cost of commuting is clipping the wings of the nation. That's right, because with the money I saved, I learned to fly a paramotor. And hopefully, soon to be the owner of a new one. Now I'm no longer governed by leaves on the track, and despite it being a very weather dependent sport, it's probably a more reliable mode of transport than the trains. Paramotoring has been something on my bucket list for at least 10 years now, and it takes something like a pandemic to make that achievable. How many other unreachable dreams have the British railway companies prevented? And it never had to be this way. Unlike trains in the rest of Europe, which tend to be publicly owned and have a lot cheaper fares, most of the UK trains are privatised, which means that profit has to be paid out. And in no way am I saying public transport should be free, but when the transport bosses are paying themselves over £500,000 in salaries, excluding bonuses, for a terrible service, it's pretty obvious where we could start trimming the fat. Now, has anyone else out there managed to save a few pennies? Please let me know in the comments below what you spent your money on. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for making it this far into the video. Why not check out one of my other videos, like the time I almost died kayaking? It's always a good watch. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.